Hi, and welcome again to the Currency UK weekly update. Well, we saw sterling stabilise on the back of the forward guidance speech from the Bank of England on the 7th of August. Now the minutes coming out last Wednesday and more positive economic data coming through, we're seeing the pound move ahead finally. 117 versus the euro and 156 is versus the dollar. Promising news coming out of the Eurozone with German economic growth at 0.7%, beating expectations. Italy and Spain, although still in recession, contracting less than expected. And even Portugal looking better with better export figures. The one laggard is France, which remains incredibly fragile, but overall positive news from the Eurozone. One thing to bear in mind, though, is the debt crisis hasn't gone away. So the Eurozone is at the bottom and stabilising, but recovery will clearly remain weak for the foreseeable. Now, the one risk we can't forget for the southern European countries is the interest rate on government bonds. Once these start to rise, there's going to be acute pressure on these countries' ability to pay their way. This in itself will most surely slow any full-blown recovery. What we've got to look out for this week? Well, August is running true to form. It's not the fullest calendar, but we have two important pieces of UK data coming out. Public sector net borrowing figures out Wednesday morning 9:30, and UK GDP figures out same time on Friday. So starting with public net borrowing, to explain briefly, this is the amount of debt that's held by the UK government. If the UK spends more than it earns, it must finance its deficit with an increase in borrowing. Because deficits are generally unfavourable for the economy, any growth in the debt figure is negative for the pound. So the consensus at the moment is these figures are expected to be fair and in line with expectations, but we'll be keeping a close eye on this as the week progresses. Now, the GDP figures out Friday, these are a broad indicator of the overall growth of the United Kingdom. A robust figure signals a heightened level of economic activity. A positive reading is bullish for the pound, a negative reading is bearish. Again, we're not expecting anything out of the ordinary. All in all, should be fairly positive, but we'll have a better idea as the week progresses. Not a lot expected out of the Eurozone. French and German purchasing manager index figures out Thursday. The French figures will no doubt be low. German figures are expected to be in line. A bunch of further GDP figures out from the Eurozone Friday. German figures expected to be medium and in line with expectations. All other figures are expected to be low. So GDP Euro probably around the top of the range for the time being. For those buying US dollars, further weakness likely. Mortgage applications and home sales figures out Wednesday, expected low. Various figures out Thursday, but nothing likely to add strength to the dollar at the moment. We're all looking for the 157s, the 157 range, and we could well see it sooner than expected. But trading volumes are low and it's August, so always be aware it could retrace. Well, there it is, a brief overview of what to expect. If you've got any questions, feel free to call us, and in the meantime, have a great week.